In this tutorial, we're going to go through enumerables. Enumerables is something it's a set of items. Basically, enumerables is means a set of items. So, set or collection of items. So, for example, hashes and arrays are set of items. So, it has a set of like objects and also like even a string is like a collection of characters, so even a string is considered uh, like a enumerable, but certain like Chinese characters are have like a higher byte size, so those are like exceptions in case of string. But what enumerable module does in Ruby is basically it has like a certain like tools or functions like to implement sorting or searching or finding a value. So we have certain functions like we can use using an enumerable module. If you see enumerable module, like it mixes in with Ruby hashes and Ruby Ruby hashes and Ruby arrays. So if you see Ruby hash and Ruby array, you can see like it is included with enumerable. So here you can see enumerable is included as a mixin. So in here you have a set of like functions which we can use. For example, we have all. If all of them meets a condition, then return true, something like it. If there is a question mark at the end of the function, it is expecting a Boolean value. So any function is there. So there are several functions which are useful with respect to a collection of items. So the collection can be range or array, so or a hash. So these are basically useful on arrays and hashes. So that is why like Ruby includes this module. So this is a basically a very useful uh, tool that is included with these classes, arrays and hashes. So let's use some of these methods. Firstly, I'll go to map. So what does map does? Basically, map basically returns a new object altogether. Uh, but whatever condition you put in, it will implement on each of those items. If you can see here, map what it does, it goes from 0 to 4 and like it returns the square here. It we are mentioning in this block, with every element we are going to modify every element and make it a square and return it to the that block, and we'll get a new array out of it. So we are basically taking a array or a range or a hash and modifying it and uh, making it as a like a new array. So we are returning a new array with mapping. So let's see like what happens with this mapper. So let's see. What I'm doing is uh, what I'm doing is I am adding this value twice. So now you can see like the value is double in each of these items. So it is modifying each element, it is adding it with itself and returning it. And now let's go to another function which is find or detect. So what find does is like find will see if I can find uh, if I can find a value. So if I equal to 3, let's say like if I was able to find 3. So if I was able to find 3, it will return that item. Uh, so it returned 3. If there is no uh, value that is mentioned, then it will return a nil class. So nil object. So here it returned nil. And now we have select. Select is basically for like it returns a array value, and like it will return multiple values. Select will return multiple values, and find will return only single value which we are searching for. So whichever meets the condition first, it will return the first value of this condition. So now let's select which the values beyond like 2. So we'll get 3, 4, 5. So let's return those. Yeah, we got 3, 4, 5. That's how like select works. And inject. Uh, Inject is a function which returns a single value, but it actually like has two parameters in this function. Let's see what are those. This one, like memory is something that holds like a accumulation. So accumulation of the modification which we perform on the each element. So I is like the each element, like the block variable. Here memory is a like the accumulator. So it returns the accumulator to a new like the next value. So once this modifies, for example, in here, what it does is like the memory will basically store the value. So what happens is 1 adds with 2, and 2 is saved, like 3 is saved, and 3 is returned to here 3. So again here 3 is summed with 3, and again like it will sum, it keeps on going. Like firstly what it does is like it takes two values, and what it does, it sums two values, and when it sums two values, 3 comma 3 now are added. So firstly 1 comma 2, 1 plus 2 is added, we'll get 3, and 3 plus 3 is added. So from this part of 3, the accumulator will send 3 here, and we'll add this 3 with this 3, and we keep on adding, like this 3 keeps added, kept, and it becomes 6, and this 6 is sent to here in the memory, it is sent to the next element, and now it adds up with the next element, which is 4. Now 4 sums up and it becomes 10. Now 10 in the memory will send to the next value. 10 is send. This is a accumulator. Accumulator is 10 and sends to the next value 5, and it sums to 15. Now 15 is returned as a like a output. Let's see like how it returns, what it returns. So hmm, you can see 15 is returned. Yeah. Now now we have merge. So but basically merge can be performed on hashes. So hashes, what we do is like we can take a hash, uh we have this hash, and we also have like a b equal to, huh. So like I have two values now, a comma b. So if I merge a with b, what happens is new values get merged into old values, and old values get replaced. If you see now what is the b value now, now if you see what is b value, now you get 2 as 10. Yeah. Yeah, these are like some useful methods which we have, and you can like go through other functions as well, and see like what all are available. Like any function is also like it will check any of this thing is meets the condition, then returns true. Or we have filters, we have finds, we have grep. If we have also, does it include this value? So we have a lot of functions in the enumerable module. So yeah, you guys can go through this thing.